Hey everyone! If you're new to the channel and love content like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's dive into today's topic. The Las Vegas Raiders have released their first unofficial depth chart of the season. I want to take a closer look at some of the players and where they stand right now. Remember, this chart is unofficial, and a lot can change in the coming weeks with preseason games and practices before the regular season kicks off. However, it gives us a glimpse of how the team views and ranks its players at the moment, as well as how some training camp battles are shaping up. One of the most intriguing parts of the depth chart is the quarterback position. We still don't have a clear answer on who will start for the Raiders. Currently, both Aiden O'Connell and Garoppolo are listed as starters, with the second quarterback spot left open. Anthony Brown Jr. is listed as the third quarterback. Head coach Antonio Pierce mentioned that they'll keep evaluating throughout training camp, and both Garoppolo and O'Connell will get equal opportunities during the preseason. Pierce said they will each play a full quarter in the first preseason game. I'm curious to see who will take the field first on Saturday and what their supporting cast will look like. If O'Connell starts and plays with the first team, while Garoppolo plays with the backups, it could suggest O'Connell has a slight edge. This will definitely be something to watch. Now, looking at the offensive line on the depth chart, the starters are listed as follows: Colton Miller at left tackle, Cody Whitehair at left guard, Andre James at center, Dylan Parham at right guard, and Thayer Munford Jr. at right tackle. What's interesting is the situation with the left and right guard spots. Parham is listed as the right guard, which might indicate where the team wants him to play in the regular season. At left guard, there's a decision to be made between keeping a veteran like Cody Whitehair, who knows the Luke Getsy offense well, and bringing in a rookie like Jackson Poe-Johnson, who is currently second on the depth chart at left guard. This is another area to keep an eye on as things develop. Could Cody Whitehair be the starter simply because Jackson Poe-Johnson is still recovering from an injury? It seems likely that Johnson's injury is a factor, but we can't overlook Whitehair's experience. He's a veteran who knows the Luke Getsy offense inside and out and has over 3,000 snaps at left guard in the NFL. He was even an all-pro player at one point. So the competition for the left guard position is definitely something to keep an eye on. It will also be important to see how quickly Johnson can return to the field. As a young rookie, he needs as many reps as possible. If his recovery takes too long, we might see the veteran Whitehair starting in Week 1. Another interesting point on the depth chart is the running back group. Dylan L. is currently listed as the fourth running back, behind Zamir White, Alexander Madison, and Amir Abdullah. This is a bit surprising, given the positive reports about Dylan L. in training camp. I expected him to be the third running back. However, I'm not too concerned, as he will likely get plenty of playing time in the preseason. He'll have many chances to showcase his skills and move up the depth chart. The Raiders might even carry 4 running backs this season, but regardless, I think Dylan L. will make the roster. He should have an exciting preseason, with plenty of explosive plays, making him one of the most thrilling players to watch. Switching to the defensive side, the depth chart currently lists John Jenkins and Christian Wilkins as the starting defensive tackles, with Max Crosby and Chandler Jones on the edge. Also notable is that rookie linebacker Tommy Eichenberg has surpassed second-year linebacker Amari Burney on the depth chart. This is impressive for Eichenberg and makes him another player to watch during the preseason. We've been hearing a lot of good things about him in training camp, and his performance will be interesting to follow. Another interesting development on the depth chart is that cornerback Jordan Bennett is currently listed as the starting outside cornerback, along with Jack Jones. Nate Hobbs holds the slot cornerback position, with 7th-rounder MJ Devonshire as the backup slot cornerback. The backup slot role is crucial because while Nate Hobbs is a talented player, he hasn't played a full regular season since his rookie year in 2022. Last season, he missed games due to injury, so there's a possibility he might miss some games this year too. We need whoever steps into that backup role to be ready to prevent opposing offenses from exploiting any potential weaknesses if Hobbs is sidelined. Another player climbing the ranks is Byron Young, our 2023 defensive tackle from Alabama. He's currently the backup for John Jenkins and could see more reps and opportunities to showcase his talent this year on the defensive side of the ball. This is exciting to see as he moves up the ladder. On the other hand, a player like Nice JS is lower on the depth chart, which means he might not make the roster. While this is a bit disappointing, he was a 7th-round pick, so it's not unexpected. But for Byron Young, a 3rd-round pick last year, we want to see him develop and contribute significantly on the defensive line. Keep an eye on him during the preseason. There will be a lot riding on the performances of certain players this preseason, as the Raiders still have some uncertainties on their roster that need to be addressed before the regular season. The quarterback battle between Aiden O'Connell and Garoppolo is one of the biggest focal points. Both have a legitimate chance to win the starting job. For Garoppolo to succeed, he'll need to avoid turnovers and demonstrate some mobility. Meanwhile, O'Connell will need to limit turnovers, make big plays with his arm, and be vocal, showing the leadership coach Antonio Pierce is looking for. This battle is still wide open, and it will come down to these final training camp sessions and preseason games. Training camp will wrap up later this week in Costa Mesa, and then the team will head to Minnesota for the first preseason game of the 2024 season. I'm really excited to see the silver and black back on the field. Raider Nation, let me know what you think in the comments about the first depth chart. Were there any surprises for you? Share your thoughts below. That's all for today's video. If you're new to the channel and enjoy Raiders-related content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.